Title: England and Australia go head-to-head in first Ashes Test. Live scores and stats are available for fans following the first Ashes Test between England and Australia at Edgbaston. Taking place in Birmingham, the match is set to showcase some of the best cricket from both teams. Fans can check out the live scorecard below or follow the action through the live blog. Stay updated on all the latest scores and exciting moments in this highly anticipated game. Title: Victims of McDonald's rampage speak out in court. A McDonald's manager and worker recounted their trauma in court after being assaulted by an intoxicated teenager in the fast food chain's Hindley Street branch in Adelaide. Last October, 19-year-old Mia Miller had thrown food and drinks at the staff and even spat on them, which was captured in a video that went viral. In the Adelaide Magistrates Court, the manager, Alan Medjurada, said the attack had a profound impact on his life and still experiences flashbacks of the incident. Another victim, James McKenna, was also punched and spat on by Miller. She pleaded guilty to several offences, including aggravated assault. Miller's sentencing is expected to be announced soon. Hashtags. Title: Humpback whale dies near Hervey Bay, researchers assess whale population. A stranded humpback whale died off the coast of Queensland's Fraser Coast, as researchers investigate whether the area can sustain a growing whale population. The whale was found stranded on a sandbank south of Hervey Bay, prompting rangers to assess the situation. The researchers behind the investigation are trying to determine if the Hervey Bay area can accommodate a growing population of humpback whales. They are asking citizen scientists to help with their investigations, using a project called Happy Whale, to submit their photos of whales in the region online. Title: **** Melbourne photographer wins National Photographic Portrait Prize 2023. Shay Kirk, a Melbourne-based photographer, has won the 2023 National Photographic Portrait Prize for his straightforward portrait of artist Emma Armstrong Porter. The portrait, taken in Kirk's home studio, was selected as the best entry from over 2,000 submissions and 47 finalists. The judges said they were impressed with how effortless Kirk's final product appeared and praised the simplicity of his work, which they described as really accessible. Kirk has won a cash prize of $30,000 and $20,000 worth of equipment. The exhibition of the finalists' work is on display at the National Portrait Gallery in Canberra until October. Police officer apologizes for recommending bail for DV offender days before killing, inquest hears. A coronial inquest into the death of Kumanjayi Haywood, who was killed in a domestic violence incident in November 2021, has heard that inadequate training led to a Northern Territory police officer recommending that her partner, Kumanjayi Dixon, be released on bail 3 days before he killed her. Despite Dixon's history of serious assault against Ms. Haywood and 4 breaches of a non-contact domestic violence order, Constable Matthew Murphy recommended Dixon as suitable for bail, having left out Dixon's history of serious assaults in his bail consideration form. Senior Constable Gary Higgy, who was shift supervisor at the time, approved the bail recommendation. Liberal Party's Victorian branch to decide David Van's future at weekend meeting. The future of Victorian Senator David Van within the Liberal Party will be decided at an urgent meeting of the party's Victorian branch over the weekend. The meeting was called after the party received 3 separate allegations against the senator, including sexual harassment claims made by independent Senator Lydia Thorpe and former Queensland Liberal Senator Amanda Stoker. Senator Van has denied the allegations. Liberal leader Peter Dutton has called for his resignation. The meeting will be held to further consider the allegations raised against the senator. Senator Van has agreed to fully cooperate with the investigation by the Parliamentary Workplace Support Service. Title: Golden Ticket visa holders protest against permanent residency processing time. About 50 applicants for Permanent Business Innovation and Investment Program (BIIP) visas, or subclass 888 visas, hold demonstrations in Sydney and Melbourne, calling for the government to speed up processing of their permanent residency. The visas, which require an investment in Australia of at least $5 million, are often known as golden ticket visas. However, a government review published in March found BIP migrants contributed less to the economy than the average Australian. The Labor government has shifted its priority to easing shortages of critical skilled workers, causing BIP permanent visas to take nearly 3 years to process. Title: Man acquitted of fatally shooting best mate after drinking session deteriorates. A man accused of murdering his childhood friend has been acquitted by a jury after a Supreme Court trial. Ashley James Fournier, 33, had shot his friend Paul Carroll in the chest with a semi-automatic rifle after a drunken argument over religion. Mr. Fournier's legal team argued he acted in self-defense, and it took the jury less than 90 minutes to acquit him of murder. The trial featured a gun demonstration and evidence from a self-professed prophet, Michelle Carroll, who had made sexually suggestive comments. The odd nature of the case was acknowledged, and the trial before Justice James Henry ended in an acquittal. U.S. Energy Department, other federal agencies hit in global hacking spree. The U.S. Department of Energy and other federal agencies were hit in a global hacking campaign that exploited a flaw in widely used file transfer software. The victims added to a growing list of entities in the US, Britain, and other countries whose systems were infiltrated through the MOVEit transfer software. The hackers took advantage of a security flaw that its maker, Progress Software, discovered late last month. Although the Russia-linked group, CL0P, claimed credit for the MOVEit hack, it said in a statement that it would not exploit any data taken from government agencies and that it had erased all such data. Explosions rock Kyiv as African peace mission visits Ukraine. At least 2 explosions have rocked Kyiv, as African leaders arrived in the city on a peace mission aimed at mediating between Ukraine and Russia. The delegation includes leaders from South Africa, Senegal, Zambia, the Comoros and Egypt. The African leaders were expected to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky before holding talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin in St. Petersburg. The leaders began their visit with a trip to Bucha near Kyiv, one of several places where Ukraine claims Russian troops committed atrocities following their full-scale invasion in February 2022. The objective of the mission is to promote the importance of peace and to encourage the parties to agree to a diplomacy-led process of negotiations.